80 years in one sense is a long time, in another sense is not a long time at all. What more needs to be done to help young people today to understand the dangers of hate and prejudice and where this can lead?
Well, I think as in 1945, when people saw those newsreels for the first time and couldn't believe what they were seeing, I think today, 80 years on, as we move further on from the time of the Holocaust and as the numbers of survivors and eyewitnesses continues to dwindle, you have young children today who have no idea where basic hatred, where words led to in 1940s across Europe, only 80 odd years ago. And whilst, again, us sitting here today, it might seem like a long time, in the span of human history, it's nothing. And only 80 years ago, people were sending Jews to be murdered en masse and then to be cremated, to have no burial site, for no reason other than the fact that they were born Jewish. And my great-grandmother always used to say, she survived Auschwitz and went on for decades to educate about her testimony. She used to say to people, it doesn't matter what race, religion, ethnicity you are, what God you believe in, what language you speak. When you cut us, it hurts, and we all bleed the same color red. And I think it's those moments, these days, 80 years on, that we need to reflect on those kind of passages and lessons from the survivors who warn us today that they see the same echoes of the past repeating, the same sort of words, the othering of certain people in the world today. And we need to learn and we need to make sure that we internalize those messages and understand where hatred can lead to. Because Auschwitz-Birkenau, the Holocaust, the crimes that were put on trial 80 years ago in Nuremberg did not happen overnight. These people were not born evil, those who were tried at Nuremberg. They were people who chose evil, who allowed hatred, basic hatred, caricatures, propaganda to seep into their minds, and for them to then go on and murder, as was said in the trial, not just one person, but millions. And that's why it's so important.